The Yogi Adityanath government in Uttar Pradesh has converted itself into a police state where every problem is viewed as a law and order problem and functions in a way in which victims are made into accused and ordinary citizens are criminalized. Much before the widely reported oxygen shortage during COVID pandemic recently, Dr. Kafil Khan, the nodal officer of encephalitis ward at BRD Medical College in Gorakhpur, was removed on 13th August 2017 for dereliction of duty. Khan's fault was that when on 10th August, oxygen supply was cut off due to non-payment of dues, for which he was not responsible, Khan tried to make personal efforts to procure oxygen cylinders. 70 children died. Kafil Khan spent 9 months in jail. A departmental inquiry did not find him guilty. He was arrested again on December 19, 2019 for participating in Anti-Citizenship Amendment Act meeting at Aligarh Muslim University, but was booked again under National Security Act on 13th February before he could be released. He was finally acquitted by High Court on 1st September 2020 and NSA was dropped against him. The judges did not find anything wrong in his speech and instead they praised him. In December 2019, large-scale widespread protests took place against CAA and NRC, which were perceived to be discriminatory in nature, especially against the Muslim community. 22 people, all Muslims and mostly due to police firing, died during protests. Over 700 people were arrested on charges of destruction of property, rioting, and attempt to murder in what were mostly false cases, which included large number of unknown people, and notices were issued to accused for recovery of cost of damages. 41 minors in Western UP were tortured by police in January 2020 related to quelling of anti-CA and RC protests. The government brought a recovery of damages to Public and Private Property Ordinance 2020, which was later made a law, essentially criminalizing all dissent. For example, Advocate Mohammad, President of Socialist Party India in UP, and SR Darapuri, a retired Indian Police Services officer, now a spokesperson of Indian People's Front, were both detained in their houses on the day of protest, 19 December 2019. Even I was detained, but still they were arrested. I didn't go to jail, but my friends were sent to jail for about a month and slapped with notices for recovery. In addition, their photographs along with other accused were displayed in hoardings at prominent public places with their addresses to provoke public anger against them. Fortunately, nothing happened. And all this was being done even before they have been convicted. They're just merely accused. Between January 2018 and December 2020, the High Court quashed order of district magistrates from 32 districts in 94 out of 120 cases related to detentions under the National Security Act. The court held the DMs guilty of non-application of mind, denial of due process to the accused, repeated use of law to block bail. 41 of these cases related to cow slaughter, of which 30 were quashed. In communal incidents, all 20 cases were quashed, which means all of them were false. This demonstrates how law is being abused to fulfill the political agenda of right-wing Bharatiya Janata Party. Similarly, many people have been booked under UP Control of Gundas Act and UP Gangster and Anti-Social Activities Prevention Act and arrested on flimsy grounds. Even love has been criminalized in UP, as was said earlier. Uttar Pradesh prohibition of unlawful conversion of religion ordinance was made into a law on 25th February 2021, which prohibits religious conversions by use of misrepresentation, force, under influence, coercion, allurement, fraudulent means, or marriage. This is in Hindutva parlance known as love jihad. The government of India has said that there's nothing like that in law and has been used only to target marriages between Muslim man and Hindu woman. According to National Family Health Survey, there are only 2.5% interreligious marriages in India and only 4.5% Muslim men marry women belonging to other faith. In an investigation launched by UP Police in Kanpur, among the 22 police stations in all of Kanpur, just 14 cases were found. Upon investigation, in 8 of these, women clearly stated that they had entered their relationship on their own free will. This is a good evidence that propaganda of love jihad, which is essentially Muslim men enticing Hindu women with a view to convert them to Islam, so that eventually Muslims outnumber Hindus does not hold much water. Neither are mass conversions such a frequent or large-scale events that they are of any consequence. So what was the need of the law? The obsession with law and order did not end in lockdown period either. In Bangarmou, Unnao, which is a neighboring district to Lucknow, 18 years old vegetable vendor Faisal Hussain was picked up by police on 21st May 2021 for apparently violating the lockdown restrictions and beaten to death inside the police station. When the local population blocked the main road in front of the government hospital where he was brought dead, first information report was registered against 3 policemen, of which 2 have been arrested. The government has promised 4 lakh rupees compensation and job to a member of family, but this is yet to realize. A special security force has been created in Uttar Pradesh by law, which will have the power to arrest any person without a warrant against whom there is a reasonable suspicion or who attempts to commit a cognizable offense. No court will take cognizance of offense against any member of the force without prior sanction from the Uttar Pradesh government. UP is on the way to becoming more of a police state. Since Yogi Adityanath has become the chief minister of Uttar Pradesh, about 6,500 encounters have taken place, in which about 125 alleged criminals have died. And most of these targeted belong to other backward classes, Dalits and minority communities. The CM has been issuing death threats publicly, saying that criminals will be knocked off. So essentially, this is a CM and nobody tells him that he can't issue death threats like this. He subverts criminal justice system, short circuits the judicial process, and believes in giving punishment even without trials. On the other hand, upper caste criminals and vigilante groups who indulge in violence against the marginalized sections of population are hardly ever punished. Example from the Muzaffarnagar, where all BJP leaders have been acquitted. In an attempt to become a strong state by enforcing law and order strictly, the UP government has created a situation of lawlessness where the police have become unaccountable. The former Mahoba Superintendent of Police, M.L. Patidar, is absconding with a reward of 1 lakh on his head. He is accused in an abetment to suicide case of a mining businessman just last year. Thank you so much.